So far, I've shown you how to get from the circumference to the area. So I would give you the circumference equals, let's say, 100 centimeters, and then I would ask you to find the area, find A. And to do this, you would start here because you're given the circumference, and then you would jump to the radius, and then from the radius you would jump to the area. So now I'm going to teach you how to get from the area. So I would give you say the area equals, let's say, 70 centimeters squared. So I would give you the area here. How would you find out the circumference here? So to do this, now I will show you how to jump from the area to the radius, and then from the radius you can find out the circumference. Okay? So let's say this circle here, it has an area of 70 centimeters squared. Find C, the circumference. So we are given the area here. So let's jump back to the radius first. That's our first step, and then our second step would be to jump from the radius to the circumference. So first step, find the radius from the area. So remember, you've only got two formulas, and you're going to need the area one because we're given the area. So pi r squared. Okay. So A here is 70. So put the 70 into the A. So it would be 70 equals pi r squared. Remember, we are trying to find r, the radius. So keep an eye on the r. Let's kill off the pi. Divide both sides by pi. So take the 70 down, divided by pi. On this side you will have r squared. Okay. Now square root both sides. So square root the whole bubble here over pi. Okay. So basically, if you were to do this on a calculator, you've got to work out this bubble first. Okay. On this side it would be r. Okay. Because when you're here, if you square root both sides, you're going to square root the left hand side, you're going to square root the right hand side. So the radius of this thing is root 70 over pi. Okay. Now that you've got the radius, now the second step, you've got the radius. Let's jump from the radius to the circumference. Okay. So you're going to need the other formula, which is what is it? C equals 2 pi r. So basically, this is, you can imagine this as being like this bubble here timesing the r. So it's just two things multiplying each other. Now we've just worked out that the radius is this. So now put this into the r. So this will become 2 pi times, well, we don't bother writing the times in between. So you would just write it like this: 70 over pi. Okay. So you can leave it as this. The circumference is 2 pi. But basically, there's a times in there, but we don't bother putting it in there. So we can just write it like this. Okay. So if you were to to punch this into a calculator, you would have to do something like this: the 2 button, and then you would punch a 2. It depends on your calculator, you see, or sometimes it really depends on your calculator. So I'll punch 2 times this, 2, and then punch the pi in there, and then you would punch a square root. Again, this depends on your calculator. And then the open bracket button, because you've got to work out this bubble here. That's why we need the brackets first. We need the brackets so that you have to work out what's in the brackets. So the next step would be 7, and then you would punch 0, and then you would punch the divide button, and then you would punch pi. But and then you would close it off, with the close bracket, and then that's it, I think. Yeah, and then you would press equal. So it really depends on your calculator. Okay, ask your teacher if you get stuck on this, because they need to look at your calculator. But with me, just leave it as this: c equals 2 pi root 70 over pi. That would be the circumference. Okay.